Okay. Hey, y'all. So, I think we have the audio figured out for today. So, what happened with my headphones is I actually had them on backwards yesterday. Um, I put my little cat ears, the little protectors, on backwards, and yeah, so I was wearing them wrong, and that's why no one could hear me talk. Which kind of made sense. And then as yesterday's live progressed, my headache got worse and worse from my blood draw, and it just got worse and worse. So, but I'm feeling much better today, as you can tell. So, we're back to normal, or as normal as possible. So today's our normal Tuesday live, and I figured I'd kind of show off what the Patreon kit is going to be, because I have been working on the video for tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have it finished, but I have two, count them, two doctor's appointments for tomorrow, because I have to get an ultrasound tomorrow on my thyroid, because I had the endocrinologist yesterday, and yeah, always fun because they found a, what are they called? I forget what it's called. On my thyroid, so I have to get an ultrasound on it. So that was an appointment. Hi, Lori. I wasn't planning on having to have another. I was only supposed to have one doctor's appointment tomorrow. So now I have to have two. So yay. So if I can't finish the video for today, I figured at least I would show the kit and all that fun kind of stuff. Now, the normal recording will be brighter. I don't have the ring light on yet because the new camera mount that is going to have the ring light and camera on it, that I originally ordered, the post for it is a little too tall because it made it like way up here and it just didn't look good. So it's not as bright as it normally would. I have like a broken blood vessel in my eye, but other than that, that's kind of where we are. So I'm still doing really, really good. Medicine is still doing amazing. I just upped the dose of the new anticonvulsant this morning, so I'm a little not out of it, but it makes me a little out of it. But other than that, doing good. But we're ready for a live. Just giving y'all a quick little update. So let's say hi to everyone in the chat. Hi, Karen. Hi, Pete. Hi, Naveed. Hi, sis. Hi, Jessie. Hi, Colleen. But yeah, but I did want to show everybody the kit because there's actually going to be two choices for the kit. I thought that would be kind of fun for everybody. Because I couldn't decide on kit colors this month, and I thought it would be fun. Hi, Elena. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Colleen. So, because of all of my health stuff and all of that last month, I haven't done the Patreon tutorial for last month. So what I'm going to do is join last month's tutorial with this month. Now, with all of that mess, everybody will get included in the kit for last month an extra piece of vinyl. Now, this doesn't look like anything special, but it actually is. This is the Decoration Reflective Chameleon Black, and I'm going to see if I can get it to actually reflect because this is actually really, really cool. And this is going to be included in all of the kits. Oh, let me turn my Bluetooth off on my phone because it just connected to my AirPods. Okay. Can y'all still hear me? make sure everybody can still hear me because it's trying to connect to both. Okay, let's see if I can get this to show because this is really neat stuff. Okay. If not, I can take a picture of this and get it to show. Yeah, you see how it's doing the rainbow ring around where my light hits it? See? Isn't that cool? So this is reflective, but it is, and this is for shirts. Look how pretty that is. But it is a chameleon reflective, so it's like a multi-chrome. And it really is neat. I love this stuff. So in every kit, this will be included. And this is not something that's normally included. You normally wouldn't get this. This is a very, very, very expensive vinyl. But look, you see how it catches like all the different colors? So, Kathy, I am doing kind of like slow tutorials with it. I've got some that are more basic with it and some that are more advanced. Most of them are actually pretty basic. I'm doing more like slow. I've got like colored chapstick and it keeps getting on my teeth. I have Invisalign, so it sticks worse to that. So if you see it, that's what that is. But a lot of it's just pretty basic stuff. I don't do anything super advanced with that yet because I don't know anything super advanced. Because the way that I look at it is I have done really basic stuff for people for so long that now that I'm getting to play with it more, I'm just now learning more advanced things. But as you know, we typically have like the kit that has, you can choose between the 10 colors by itself or the 5 colors in the shirt, which we're still going to offer that. But this time we're going to have 5 colors in a bag or 5 colors in a shirt because, you know, we're always a month in advance and this is a September kit. So for August, this stuff typically deals with September and it's always in advance. I have not used Procreate. Right now I am working and learning Affinity Designer and Canva. I dabble in Adobe, so I'm basic with Adobe. I'm pretty good with, I can teach Corel and Silhouette and Cricut, but I dabble in Adobe and I'm learning Affinity, which Affinity to me is like if Adobe and Corel had a baby. And Affinity I like so far. So Affinity is pretty inexpensive. I bought it when they had it on sale for Labor Day and it was 50% off, which it was like $26. So that's something I definitely like. I like that it is an affordable design program and those are kind of what I'm looking for. Kathy, I do have some some tutorials using a Silhouette. And I am trying to get more into showing designing as well. Part of it is having enough time to show everything. And that's part of what I'm trying to do is what I teach is showing basics that you can transfer over in between different programs. And that's more of what I try to do. And hopefully that makes it a little bit easier. I think that that makes it work a little bit better. So for the Halloween side, we've got, because I like to try to get things out, the designs out, so you have them for advance, because if you sell them or you make things, you want to have things out early. So for the Halloween side, you've got the black bag. I got to remember that the bag, the camera's over here. I have my screen over here. My monitor for the new Mac hasn't come in yet. That is coming later because parts aren't coming as fast as everything. Hi, MJ. I'm glad it's sunny there. Well, it's sunny here. We finally got finished with the rain. Thank goodness. I mean, it really doesn't bother me. I haven't seen the likes of the sun in so long. All of my medications that I'm on, it's like, you can't be out in the sun. You're not supposed to get too hot, which it's like, I like the warmth. I'm so cold. So I'm always golden now. Always, always, always. Always, always, always cold. Hold on. Trying to make sure I... Nope, that's not what I want to do. Okay. I think I got that taken care of. Okay. So that, yes, Kathy, that's a tote bag. So this would be something that you would use for like trick-or-treating, all that kind of stuff. As I said, trying to get used to the location of the monitor, because this monitor that I'm using is like one of the older monitors and it's massive. And my new monitor hasn't come in, which would normally be over here. So trying to get used to it. And thank you, by the way, MJ. I feel better, a lot better now. But, and hi, Candy. But yeah, so you can use it for a trick-or-treat bag, or you can use it for whatever you need it for. So the colors for the Halloween side, and this would also be the half of the big kit, are the half the 10 colors. So you've got Metal Flake Titanium. So it's like a silver, but it has a little bit more texture, so it has a little bit of glitter to it. Because y'all know I like the glitter. Because I like to have a little bit of color to it. Then we have Neon Berry. And these colors are Thermoflex Plus. Then we have Neon Green. Hey, at least with this, you can definitely see the neons. Neon Orange. I love the neons for that. Hi, Roberta. And then last but certainly not least, this is Luminous Flex White. And this, exactly, James. And this is Luminous Flex White. Now the Luminous Flex White, so this is glow in the dark, is only a 12 by 12. And the only reason it's a 12 by 12 is because they were out of the 20-inch. So I could only get it in a 12-inch roll. Or I would have gotten a bigger roll. Thank you, Elaine. So, but I wanted the pure white and not the yellow toned white. So that's where I'm at. Because you see what I'm saying? Like, if you look why I wanted it to be the pure white instead of the yellow toned white, I thought it looked better with this kit. And see, you can mix in that chameleon with it as well. But there you go. I've got some mods, James. It's just sometimes whenever you got people that come at you like that, it happens. But there you go. But isn't that pretty? And I love those bright colors like that for Halloween. Like, and like with the black bag, it just goes together so, so well. Well, thank you, James. But yeah, so we've got that side. And for the more fall themed side, because, you know, we've got to have a more fall themed side because we got to have a little bit for everybody. Let me set those out of the way. I got to put things out of the way where the dogs won't get to them because they will eat vinyl. Lisa, I am doing so much better. Like, so much better. Oh, I love working with orange, whether it be neon orange and regular orange. So the shirt color for this is antique white. So it's white, but it's not like bright white. It's more of like that. I've washed it for 50 years. And I love a good off-white like that. So antique white for this side. I love playing with color. Now for this side, we're going to use all Deco Film Soft Metallics. This is one of my favorite, one of my favorite kinds of vinyl from Specialty Material. It is super duper thin, and if you haven't ever worked with it, it is very soft. It like melts into their shirt. I wish they had more matte colors in it, and I understand why they can't do it, just because the way that it's processed, but it is very, like, it melts into the shirt. Now, it does really look more matte once you on several of the colors, but I just adore this. So you got brown. Now ignore the scratches on the outside carrier sheet. Hold on. So we've got brown. We've got rose gold. Isn't that pretty? I have them linked in the description, MJ. Speaking of orange, burnt orange. But once you look at this color scheme together, you see what I'm saying? Look how pretty. Then we've got light gold. So you can see what I'm saying. This is like perfect for fall. Hold this where you can see. And last but certainly not least, this is one of my favorite prints of all time. This is the leopard gold. And anybody who's watching, if I accidentally block you because I keep getting other people, email me because they're coming in fast. So you can see how pretty that looks together. So just email me if I accidentally block the wrong person. Yes, this will be in the kit with the antique white. So you can either choose to get all 10 of the vinyls without the shirt or the bag. Will actually be 11. Or you can choose to choose the 5 or the 6 colors in like the Halloween side or the fall side. And these are done through Patreon. So, because I don't have any other way to sell. But yeah, the leopard gold is like my all-time favorite. It's done through Patreon. Because that's the only way I sell anymore, because I don't have any other, like, through my website or anything like that. And you can sign up for that level if you want to, and then, like, cancel that at any time and, like, swap back down. Let's see. Can you see all the colors that way? I may have to swap camera lenses for doing this. I don't know. Swapping everything around is so difficult because then you got to swap everything around. But look, how pretty. And I will have better pictures and stuff up later. I just was working on all this stuff. So I wanted to show everybody because I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you'll know what's funny is I pick all this stuff well in advance before I do everything else. It's normally one thing that's like, oh, well, that's what I pick, and then everything else comes after that. It's kind of funny because this color shirt is what inspired everything. Because people are like, well, how do you pick your colors? I wanted to do an off-white shirt. Thank you, Crafting with Kia. As I said, I'm really like, I'm backwards when it comes to a lot of things. These are Tooltex brand shirts. They're good, thick shirts. They're as soft as Bella and Candace. I love these shirts. And they come in size small through 3X. So typically what I tell people to do, whenever you sign up for it, this is 100% cotton. Yes, this is 100% cotton. Sometimes they're 50-50 if it's a Heather shirt. Whenever you sign up for it, just message me on Patreon and let me know, for this one, you'll need to let me know if you want just the vinyl alone or if you want the Halloween kit or the fall kit. And if you want the fall kit, what size shirt you want, because that just makes it easier. But yeah, like I'm really weird when it comes to like picking kits. It's like, oh, one piece of vinyl will inspire me. They are pretty true to size. I am in an extra small right now for it. Um, and it's a unisex t-shirt. The only thing I'll say is they run, well, everything runs a little long. But if you need to, I can give you, here, I'll type in the brand, and I think that they will have a size chart, like with measurements online. They will like give you chest measurements and stuff like that. I find them to be pretty true to size. They're definitely not cut like a Gildan. They're not big like a Gildan. But I personally like the fit of them. But yeah. And if anybody has any like questions about vinyl, sublimation, screen printing, artwork, I will gladly answer any questions, comments, concerns, all that fun kind of stuff. Life affirming questions, questions about dogs. Mine are all asleep. I will answer all of that stuff as well. Questions about ordering stuff off of Amazon. I seem to be an expert at that lately. I have bought so much stuff off of Amazon, trying to get everything. The poly rich shirts are thinner than the 100% cotton. These are thicker. Talkative girl, I'm not 100% sure because these come from S&S, and I don't know if they have any locations outside the US. Yeah, these are shipped next month. So these are what ship out at the beginning of September. So if you're wanting this kit, you do not want to sign up just yet. Just sign up, just to let y'all know the way that memberships work. So if you sign up now, you get billed at the beginning of September as well. Latrina, oh yeah, I am seeing your comments. These bill at the beginning of every month. So if you sign up at like August 31st, you will get billed again on September the 1st. It's the way Patreon does anything. I have no control of how they bill that. So these ship out typically at the beginning of the month. So typically before the 10th or so. My kids and my husband help me get everything together. We try to ship them out pretty quickly. Sometimes that fails. But yes, hopefully that helps. But to kind of show you, I'll hold this up to the camera. This is one layer of the t-shirt, hand behind it. Let me hold something up that has like my sticky notes that has black writing on it. That's just one level of the shirt. So you can't really see through that. This is an off-white shirt. So yeah, I would sign up on September 1st if you don't want to get charged twice. Just to kind of give you a heads up. I always like to make sure I'm completely honest with people about things. Because, I don't want people to feel like they're getting gypped on memberships and stuff like that. But if you do sign up now, I will ship like this month's kit and both kits together at the same time. I'm not going to ship like this month and like I would ship them together. It just makes things easier. I have not tried. I have sublimated on vinyl, but I haven't tried sublimating through glass cutting boards. because you can buy sublimation cutting boards through Roberta, they have the give me a second. Because I can buy cutting boards that you can already sublimate on through Condi. They're not super expensive. Makes it easier. Just to kind of give you an FYI. Um, they and you might want to look into stuff like that because a lot of times the hassle of like sublimating on vinyl and then putting it on like the glass cutting boards and stuff like that, you might be better off just buying the sublimation blank itself that you know you can sublimate on and just doing it that way. So Roberta, this month's kit is, which I haven't done the tutorial on, which will be included, which I'm hoping will be finished for tomorrow. But I have 2 doctor's appointments tomorrow. I was only supposed to have 1. I'm working on the video as we speak, but I have, that's what it is, a nodule on my thyroid gland. I had to go to the endocrinologist. I had an appointment pre-done yesterday, and they found a nodule, maybe more than 1, and I have to get the ultrasound done tomorrow. So I'm trying to get everything finished before then. But y'all know I've had like a bajillion different doctor's appointments. It's like every time I go to the doctor, it's like, oh, now we got to do this. So I have to go do that. And if I can get it finished, I'm including that video with it just to make things easier. So you'll be able to see everything all together. Oh, I'm so sick of doctors. It's like I told my mother-in-law, I have at least at this point, at least 2 doctor's appointments every single week. Every week. And that's on a good week. There are some weeks I have like 4, and sometimes more than that. But, you know, at least we're getting answers now at this point. My mind is back. I can deal with being poked and prodded. You know, it is what it is. At least I'm getting answers. I'm fine. As long as I can function, we're good. I can handle it. That's all that matters. But trying to keep up with everything on top of that, because it's like whenever you got so many doctor's appointments, it takes so much time out of everything. It's like yesterday for doctor's appointments, for my doctor's appointment. Out of the day, I think I was gone 5 hours. That's the big issue. Trying to keep on top of it whenever it's like, oh, 5 hours gone. Wow. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I do love it. I mean, at least I'm able to still get stuff done and my health is improving and I can handle the world. At this point, I can handle anything being thrown at me. From Kenya. That is really, really far away. What time is it in Kenya? That is really far away. But yeah, I am in good spirits. But I liked my endocrinologist. Oh, we will definitely pray for y'all in Kenya. I can only imagine it. Trinidad and Tobago. Wow, we've got some distance here. It's early or late, however you want to look at it, in Kenya. We've got some people all around the world. We will definitely be praying for y'all all around the world. I mean, that's the thing about it is no matter the way that I always look at things is no matter what challenges you think you're facing personally, it can always be so much worse. And you should be extremely grateful and thankful for what you've got and try to help whoever else you can because that's what is important. I mean, because there are so many people who definitely need it, probably 10 times worse than you do, you know, definitely. But yeah, but it's crazy. Eesh. But I will definitely say this. My new endocrinologist, he seems to know what he's doing. He's just not he's one of the types of doctors that is very dry. He does not have a great bedside manner, but he at least he did seem to have some knowledge of what he was doing, and I can deal with not great bedside manner from a doctor. That's something we can deal with. There's a lot of doctors that don't have good bedside manner that are good doctors. But yeah, I am that's what I was going to finish out doing today. I need to order the Caesar DTV because I wanted to test that out. Um, because it seems interesting. Because I finally got to actually look and see what it was. Because all I had seen was I'd seen it on Instagram where people were doing it and like pulling it off of the paper by itself or off the backing by itself. And I was like, well, why would you just want to do that when you have transfer mask? So we'll see how that goes because I want to actually put it to the test. Yes, Lori, we do. Well, I don't know because I've been having seizures and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, we do. Well, we need to chat anyway. But yeah, all kinds of things. But yeah, I mean, I need to order that. That was one thing I'd started to do. One thing I have actually been bad about lately, and I've never been a person that's bad about this, is I start things and I don't finish them anymore. I need to get better about that again. I need to get back into making my list. Well, now that I have my desk somewhat clean and put back together, I can leave my list back on my desk because that was one thing that has always been something that helps me out is to leave my list on my desk to keep track of everything that's going on because I keep things going in 10,000 different directions. And that is definitely something that keeps me organized is my list. And that is something that I'm missing and definitely something I need. Now, I need to know from y'all, what else do you do besides a list that help keep you organized? Because as I said, I am an old school girl where I like to write things down. I have to write things down. Like digitally, which I'm sure y'all are probably like anybody who's seen like an office tour and has seen me talk about my husband or anything like that knows how much technological stuff that I have. I mean, it's sad. Sticky notes. That might be something I could do. Other than I'm scared that the dogs might take them down. See if I can make that work, though. That might get kinda funny, though. We'll see how that goes. But, like, I know a lot of people live and die by iPad apps and iPhone apps and stuff like that, but I can't get into keeping track of everything through digital. I am old school. I like pen and paper still. I'll tell you this because I ordered off of Target, like, some new school supplies. Maybe I'm weird, but I can't be the only adult who gets excited for back to school season to get new school supplies because I do. Like, I get excited. Like, it's like I am a kid in a candy store for back to school season for school supplies. I love it, I love it, I love it. But I got some new binders. I got some new dividers. I bought more spirals. I bought new pens, even though I am pen poor. I love the smell of new notebook paper, new pens. But I found the coolest thing. I haven't even used them yet. Did you know that they make erasable highlighters? I bought new erasable highlighters and they're pastel. I haven't used them yet. I was all excited for them. It is cheaper to buy them at this time of year, Lori, and I get excited for it anyway because this is when they come out with all the new stuff. But erasable highlighters, they're pastel. I was so excited. I was so excited. Just makes me happy. So happy. Whenever oh, Colleen, I give away, like, the amount of school supplies I donate every year is astronomical because I buy crayons, I buy like, there is nothing better than there are 2 smells in life that I don't know if anybody else loves the way that this smells, but there are 2 smells in life that bring me more joy than anything else in the world. Opening up a fresh box of Crayola brand crayons and going to a library. The smell of old books, like when you go and open up an old book, and it has to be in a library, not a bookstore. Well, a used bookstore could work too, but an library is amazing. And I love to still get books and like turn the pages and crack the binding. I know a lot of people that bothers, but I love to be able to crack the binding on books and to be able to open them and turn the pages. And a fresh box of Crayola crayons, the smell of wax. There's just something about it. I just love it. Like, I'm obsessive. And it's only Crayola brand. There's like Crayola brand crayons are the only ones that have that smell. I can point out the way a Crayola brand crayon smells over anything else. The notebook paper for the mini binders. I don't know. Because I only buy wide ruled paper. Like, I don't like college ruled paper. I hate college ruled paper. And I really don't like little, like, I hate tiny paper. I try to only stick with, like, full-size sheets because I have thick like, I've got right big, um, but you might be able to get it on Amazon. But I will tell you this, honestly, I would stay away from Amazon for school supplies. Amazon do not buy, school supplies on Amazon. Their prices suck. Their prices are terrible. If you wanna buy, school supplies online, go to Target, go to Walmart, because their prices online match their in-store prices, but stay away from Amazon. You would think that they would have better deals, but they do not. And yeah, Target and Target has cuter stuff than Walmart. But yeah, because I don't I can't drive. If you don't know this, Walmart is crazy cheap, but Target has cuter stuff. And I'm also very visual. See, Erica, what I have found is right now, if you look close enough, and Target is the best one about doing it, they will take and cycle through sales where they'll run like a specific product, like Crayola 24 packs of crayons, where one specific or like a few specific items will be dirt cheap, but not everything will be cheap. And if you watch it, you can buy that item like in bulk, really cheap, and then the next week something else will be super cheap. And that's kind of how you buy things at Target whenever it comes to back to school season. That's the best way to do it. Um, Office Depot's kind of the same way. Office Depot's also really good if you watch them. They're the ones that will run things like dirt cheap after school supplies season is kind of done, because you'll find like spirals like 1 cent, 2 cents, but they'll also run like dirt cheap sales on a specific product like that, and they rotate it. Academy is also really good to find like backpacks and like the good name brand ones. They'll cycle through that as well. Just some helpful hints. I've done a lot for doing PTA and stuff like that with like making backpacks and donating them for kids, like for school drives and things like that. So I've learned to watch for how they cycle sales and trying to make sure to get the same things that other kids at the school would carry, so kids didn't get picked on and things like that. So I learned to be able to pick up like brand new Nike backpacks and Adidas backpacks for like 15 bucks. So if you watch how they would cycle their sales, it's like, it sounds like a weird thing to do, but you just have to watch how they cycle their sales. I will see you hopefully on the next one, Jessie. Well, hi, Alberto. It's good to see you. But now I know this isn't information for a lot of people to know, but and some people are like, well, I would rather pay more money for things. And on a normal basis, I am that person. I'm like, for convenience, I will pay more money. But if I'm donating a bunch of items and I'm trying to get the biggest bang for my buck, like if I'm doing, you know, 10, 20 backpacks full of things, it's like, what can I do to get as much as I possibly can? And on top of that, you know, I'm not trying to teach kids to be materialistic, But when you got kids that are already getting picked on for things like that, it's like, why not try to give them the same thing that the other kids are you know what I mean? So, I try to find ways to get them the name brands and all that kinda stuff, even though I make my kids carry the same kind of backpack for 4 years in a row. I always find it funny that I was like that. But yeah, I'm obsessive about school supplies, and whenever I do my newest office tour, because I've kinda reorganized, like, all my pens, pencils, all that kinda stuff, y'all will see. Oh, Erica, you can easily afford and the thing is, you can afford name brand if you learn how to watch the sales and stuff like that, because you can buy name brand a lot of times for the same price that you can buy the off-brand stuff. Um, I if you watch how sales and stuff like that are done, and I learned that, like, when we had no money, because when Jeremy and I mean, we were teenage parents. My kids always had name brand stuff because I was poor as a kid, like, dirt poor, and I never wanted my kids not to have, like, the name brand stuff, and then, like, when I could afford it, it was like, "Oh, well, it really doesn't matter." Like, exactly, Lori, you can find it all over the place, and you can find it brand new, and, to a kid, it doesn't they don't know if a Nike came from, you know, Burlington or, Dick's Sporting Goods, It all looks the same, but yeah. Oh, yeah, you just gotta watch for sales, and if you buy stuff on clearance, or if you're someone like me who's got, like, itty bitty child-sized feet, you can buy Nikes and stuff like that as an adult in the kid size department. Yeah, Alberto, I don't know, I'm not sure, but yeah, exactly, Lori. I understand being poor, and that's part of the reason I'm always like, give back, because I don't want it's like, I've been poor, I can be poor again. Having money's no and money comes and goes. It doesn't really matter all that much to me. But, yeah, y'all are gonna get to see whenever we do my new office tour again, the sad amount of pens, pencils, markers that I have. It's gonna be quite embarrassing. Not really. It's like though I was telling my mother-in-law, it's like, at least it's not like I've just bought all these, like, this year. I think I've got pens that are, like, 10 years old. But they don't just dry up, and if they do, you can always recharge a pen. You can get a pen to work that's older. There's always ways to get a pen to rework. You can get a marker to rework. I love my pens, though. I have a weird obsession with pens and markers. It's like I am not like a hoarder of a lot of things. Like, I can get rid of a lot of things, but pens and markers and stuff like that, it's like, my precious. I think that's a weird thing to have an obsession with. And vinyl. Oh, yeah. I have more holy pairs of pants than you probably should, I think. That is a weird again. It's like, yes, let's purposely buy pants with holes in them. But I do. But yeah, but I do actually have a lot of videos going. I just gotta actually finish them out. And Apple's still trying to get all the data. They're gonna take the other Mac and hopefully be able to find everything. Probably Erica. I don't know. And see, that's the thing is, like, when I was a kid, I've never had, like, an extreme attachment to stuff, like, anything. Now, I own like, I've already told Jeremy, like, if I could, I would own, like, every animal under the sun. It's like, "Give me all the fur babies." Well, not really all the fur babies, like, I want dogs. I want all the dogs. It's like, "Give me a farm of dogs." Well, I say a farm, but I'd want them all to live in the house, and then I'd have dog hair stuck to everything. Oh, yeah, I still have all of my Minnie and Mickey Mouse or all of my Minnie and Mickey Mouse ears. I have one of the pairs over here that someone brought me back from Disney World for the 50th, um, but a lot of them are packed away because I don't have room on all of my walls. Um, a lot of my a lot of my collection of stuff are put away for now. Oh, they're knocked out right now, Roberta. They are sleeping. They're sleeping hard because they've been running around like Tasmanian devils. That's part of the reason why, like, whenever I ordered the new Mac, I got a new desk, was so that way I could adjust things for the monsters. And I got the new camera mount and the new light mounts because they run around like monsters and they're big and they're monsters, and I was scared that they were going to break something. Um so yeah, like I had to make sure things were set up in a way so they don't break stuff because they're monsters, but they're my monsters. Because again, I'm used to small, and they're not small. Shadow, whenever he's on his hind legs, is as tall as I am. And at this point, they're almost by themselves. Each of them are almost my weight. And they're not massive dogs, and they will knock me over at this point. So I've had to adjust things so that way they can, run around. And as I said, they only want to be near me. Like, Layla's under my desk, and then I've got two other dog beds in here for them. My chair I bought, I think I bought it back in December. Here's part of it. They've eaten the edge off of it. Um, at some point we do plan on. Thank you, MJ. We do plan on getting back into making makeup videos, hopefully at some point. Um, Alberto, I am from Texas. Um, Nadia's in Amsterdam right now for her birthday. It's just everybody is busy, and then with my health stuff, yes, it's rupee. With all of my health stuff and not being able to know when and how and all that kind of stuff, that was gonna go, and so it's been very difficult. And I just haven't I mean, my goodness, today's the first day I've put on makeup in like 2 weeks. So, it's been hard. So that's all part of it. So hopefully we will be able to get back into it at some point. Um, but yeah, but I do love doing, I mean, makeup is still, I love doing makeup. It's just at this point, until I can get some semblance of normalcy, at least with like doing the crafting stuff, makeup's going to be on the back burner. But yeah. Oh, that's one thing I'm going to try to do. If people are interested in doing it, I am going to try. I'm going to finish. That's another thing I was in the middle of and did not finish out doing today. I'm going to set up Zooms. Um, so that way, if people want to do like little mini Zoom hangouts or doing little mini Zoom like lessons, I can do those. And then that way we can focus on like specific vinyls, that type of thing. I figured it might be, especially with as all my doctor's appointments and all that kind of stuff. I figure it might be something that might be a little bit easier to digest, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I have been to Corpus Christi. Been a long time, but I have been to Corpus Christi. Texas is a big O state, though. A lot of people who are from Texas have never left the state of Texas because Texas is really, really big. But I think I'm going to end it there. Or end it here. So maybe I can actually finish off the Patreon video and then maybe actually get some other stuff finished. I am good. Ha graphics, but I'm actually very, very good. Things are going back to normal. But yeah, I'm in a great place. Things are going very, very well. But yeah, let me know if y'all have any questions, comments, concerns. But I will see y'all in the next one. I love you guys, and we shall see y'all soon.